Hi there, hope you're having a good day. Welcome back to another video. Today we'll be talking about the LeBron 22. So retail price is set at 180 US dollars. Wait, yep, Nike has indeed dropped the price by $20. They used to be $200. The LeBron 2021, what's going on here? I have no clue, but that's just super rare coming from Nike. Well, another way to look at it is that these are all getting discounted eventually anyways. A similar ad we've seen recently is Under Armour, or Curry brand, lowering the price for the Currys by $20 also. Are these brands all of a sudden just waking up from their unreasonably high prices before? Are there any hidden downgrades? Let's get into all that. And before we start, today's video is brought to you by my favorite people over at Kinetic Kings because they make my favorite shorts. I literally wear their shorts all the time. I hoop in them nonstop. I wear them casually. Their fundamental shorts are lightweight, very breathable, tons of cool styles to choose from. Their active shorts are even more ideal for basketball. You'll feel very well supported with the thicker material. All their shorts have a modern above-the-knee fit, which I know a lot of hoopers now prefer to have. You can head over to their website to shop from their amazing collection. I'll leave the link as well as my personal discount code in the description box. Thank you, Kinetic Kings, and back to the new LeBrons. As to how the LeBron 22 performs, cushion is still the strong aspect. I wouldn't say it's always been the main selling point, but I don't think cushion has ever disappointed on a pair of LeBrons. Well, at times they did too much. 19 might be a case of that. Recently on the 20 and 21, they're responsive, comfortable on feet. The midsoles didn't set the bar too high, so that a lot of different types of players could all enjoy it. Good news is that the LeBron 22 cushion is still excellent. You get quite a lot of bounce in your steps. Simply put, they were just easy to jump with, and you do get like a loaded effect underneath. A nice push to propel you both upward and forward. Bouncy as usual. The setup essentially follows the same formula. I like to call it a two-piece from Nike, where you get top-loaded Zoom Turbo up front, a bottom-loaded Zoom unit in the heel to go with their Cushlon 2.0 foam. Compression, softness, comfort, bounciness, all there. One thing that might be a turn down to some people is that they became heavy again. Yeah, to me it's a little unfortunate. LeBron shoes have always been known to feel like tanks until the past two models, but this time the 22 weighs 460 grams for size 10.5. To give you a reference, LeBron 20 was about 420 grams. 21 was 430 grams-ish. Now it's 460 for the same size. And on feet, you could really feel the weight difference. Obviously, there are good and bad things that come with that, but yeah, they are heavy. Traction on this translucent outsole was decent. So far, I've actually only used these on dusty courts. Against dust, they did pretty well for me. There was a break-in or adjustment period in the beginning. Over time, you would start to feel more and more confident getting to a hard stop. The squeak level increases too. Now, something that is not new is that on this exact same colorway, their Asia release comes in a solid rubber outsole. That's because it's their XDR outsole. Hoopers in China, let's say, would much prefer the extra durability because a lot of them play outdoors. This translucent outsole for the North America release, I doubt it's the most effective or most durable version, but it's already like an 8 or 8.5 out of 10. So for traction performance, I say it's very good. And it has the potential to do even better if you decide to get a colorway that comes in a solid rubber outsole. But we'll see on that. Multi-directional herringbone pattern for the most part. You just can't really go wrong with that. It is a two-part outsole, so quite a few people commented on my short video saying that it looks like the Dunk Issue 6 outsole. Indeed, I can see that. It actually feels pretty sturdy in hand too. So if you really don't care about the price and you want to use it outdoors, I think it's fine, but that's just a guess. This colorway though, the upper is gonna get so dirty and messed up. I mean, I personally can't do it, like stepping outside with these. With the fit, I went through the size, and that should be the most ideal option, as long as your feet are within normal range. I'm a little bit on the wider side, but not 2E or anything wider. So going true to size is pretty much right on for me, both width-wise and length-wise. Remember on the LeBron 21, the new upper that they came up with, that version of the shoe, I had a lot of heel slippage, while the original version was fine for me. So going down a half size would have been better on the LeBron 21, multicolor, Easter, cool gray, James Gang, those ones. On the 22, I don't know if they'll do a totally different upper or material that changes the fit later on. But here, just go with your true size or normal size in most other Nike sneakers. For wide footers, they're decent in terms of how much space there is. Toe box isn't too snug. Midfoot area isn't too narrow either, so it should be okay for wide feet. Flat footers, same thing as most other LeBrons. With the deluxe cushioning comes soreness after a long sesh. That's to be expected, but it was tolerable. The ankle area felt a little bit loose. It's like a similar collar to the LeBron 21, but I do wish it wrapped around my feet more securely there. Moving on to the material, I'm gonna skip to one issue that I didn't have, but quite a few of you pointed out. So some of you said that the tongue on the 21 would dig into your ankle or rub against your feet in an uncomfortable way. I don't see that being a problem here, but maybe that's why it opens up so much to the side. So every time I lift my feet up or transition from front to back, this part feels loose. It's mainly a one-piece upper. Not a lot of cuts or stitch lines at all. I gotta say the synthetic leather material feels really smooth, very soft and conforming, but it is prone to creasing. Breathability is okay, it gets a pass. With the bridge-like construction, this time they're calling it a midfoot saddle. So stability is great. With the midfoot plate and the saddle itself, movements felt very stable. Torsional support is amazing, but it almost feels too hard. On the bright side, for those with extremely flat feet like myself, this doesn't feel like one of those cheap underwear that has a lot of chafing. It's supportive enough that my feet don't protrude out anywhere, but it's also rock hard. It comes down to your preference, I think. A firm mattress might not be as comfortable, but it's technically better for your back, right? In terms of the design, I'll be honest, personally not a fan, but my opinion is absolutely meaningless here. It's all subjective. As a flagship signature shoe, the amount of details on there is okay. 22 inside this diamond thing on the tongue, mini swoosh matches the crown jewel colorway well. I always think that the shadow swoosh design is for Brownie. It's a pull open shoe box. Inside the box, they do come with a little card that has all the tech specs and design sketches on there. So that's still there. No extra laces on this pair. The gigantic swoosh, I think a lot of people think they look like the Freak 5. Yes, it does. And also the Freak 6, I would add. It can go wrong and look like a big nursing shoe on feet. I don't think I rocked it particularly well. I was talking to somebody about this when I was wearing them. I don't grow a lot of hair on my legs. Yeah, I don't know. My dad and my grandpa, they both have pretty hairy legs. Not for me for some reason. Adding to the fact that I'm a very pale Asian guy, I definitely can't do a dark colorway. Wearing shorts in this two-piece also, it'll look like dress shoes or an oversized boat. Altogether, this reminds me of the 18 and 19 low, some of his older models from the Soldier line, or a bulked up version of the Ambassador 13, which I really liked. But bulking up in today's standard is not necessarily a good thing. Overall, I would say the LeBron 22 took a step back as far as how this line was evolving. The design language hasn't changed that much, but it became slower once again, notably heavier on feet. I have a feeling that different types of outsoles will be quite different, but I only have this pair for now, so we'll leave that as a question mark. Compared to its previous versions, 20 is a safe pick. Everything works perfectly fine, except for a stability issue in the heel. 21's performance depends heavily on which colorway you get. The different upper materials and types of rubber compound used can cause a big difference in your experience. That's why I think a few years later, let's say, when we look back at all these shoes released in the past, the LeBron 20 will be an iconic shoe that changed a lot of things. So I would prefer the 20 and 21 over the 22. Compared to other shoes from Nike, again, the price factor, we can't just ignore that. I would honestly much prefer playing in the Sabrina 2 Ja 2 is great also. Those two are certainly better suited for guards. GT cuts also. For bigs, you might benefit from the cushioning setup and bounciness here. But based on my observation, everybody's rocking guard shoes nowadays. I'm simply stating what I see on others' feet, even the NBA players too. As complete of a product as the new LeBrons are, I think why not just wait until they go on sale? And I promise you they will. It's just a matter of time. That's my take on the LeBron 22. Good enough, but not so amazing that it prompts you to make the purchase immediately. Most importantly, they lost that identity created on the 20 and 21. But let me know how you feel about the LeBron 22 down in the comments. I'm sure we all have at least slightly different feelings towards these. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next one.